Claire, thank you. Even if you did not know Greensboro police officer Michael Horan, it was hard not to get emotional watching his processional today. It was certainly a hero's return home. WFMY News 2's Nixon Norman watched as his body arrived in Greensboro and heard from several people who say they would not miss the opportunity to pay their respects.
It's the type of procession nobody wants to see, but so many felt compelled to join. The solemn process of transporting the body of a fallen officer back home. The weather matched the mood on this very difficult day. Under a gloomy evening sky, a somber procession of red and blue flashing lights made their way from Raleigh to Greensboro. It seemed like the world stood still for a moment as they passed under bridges and overpasses. Law enforcement and everyday people watching their police cruisers pass. Retired Greensboro firefighter Tommy Braswell was overcome with emotion.
I worked a 24-hour shift, and every shift I walked out the door, even after my wife retired, I kissed her on the cheek, told her I'd see her in the morning. But you just never know if you're going, when you leave, if you're going to come home.
Braswell's wife is also former law enforcement. He says to most, the loss of an officer cuts deep, but as a former first responder, it's even worse.
Being in the fire department, I've worked with a lot of police officers. We're really close, and being married to her for 34 years, police officers just as much a brotherhood to me as the fire department is.
Up the road in Alamance County, Sheriff Terry Johnson reflected on a similar situation this time last year.
A year ago, right at a year ago, I stood on the same bridge for an officer whose life was taken awful early, and that's Sergeant Nix, and here I am now today.
He says his heart especially breaks for the families of both Nix and Horan.
I can't help but to think what their families have gone through this year and this Christmas.
Van Rooney also lives in Alamance County. He has no connection to Horan, but said he felt honored he was able to pay his respects.
It's really, I hate to say this, it's really a privilege to be here under these circumstances, but we have to show our respect and honor for our law enforcement, and that's the reason we're here.
Today's procession ended at the Haynes Lineberry Funeral Home, where his body will remain until his funeral in about 2 weeks.